All right, I'm going to play a song while you share link.
Share link.
How's that sound good? You're going to share links. I'm going to play a song. That sound like a plan? Let's see here. Nighttime shop. No, you don't want to sing that. Oh, I hate when I do that with the piano. Oh, my goodness. Good times. Show's ready to rock.
Yes.
It's Wednesday, June 10th. Good Lord.
Yes, it is.
Actually, I'm working on a new song.
Pants?
Huh?
The pants?
The pants?
Yeah, the pants song.
I'm not working on that yet.
Oh, the Beetlejuice song?
No.
What's going on? Why don't you? Turn that off.
Off?
It's really loud.
I'm sorry.
It's really
Sono il fattore della città. Sono il fattore della città. La città della
Oh, man, I
città.
can't sit here because it's hurting my ears.
Oh,
so loud.
don't go. Wait, where is
No,
it?
I literally can't sit. It's
Wait.
too loud.
Oh, there's a live stream. Where are we? There we are.
When you're singing in full voice like that, I can't sit next to you.
Okay.
In my head.
Hey, Don. I'm done.
Okay.
Woo.
I love you.
I know. You still love my voice.
I love your voice. I can't.
It's a lot to be right here. Hey, Simone.
Hello.
Oh, my
I
goodness.
People,
Yes.
You're very fortunate not to be next to that singing loud head.
Oh, they're jealous.
And then when I was playing, you turned off the piano on me, and I was playing lightly.
What were you playing?
I was playing on Some Done and stuff like that.
All right, here, you play. You
No,
play.
no,
You
we're
play.
good.
You play. You play.
No, I was.
That's because we're playing the wrong key.
It doesn't matter.
What
It
do
was
we-
a good key for me.
Powerlessness. Okay.
How is Simone doing?
My only power.
How are you doing, Don?
Oh, my goodness. It is Wednesday. It is what, week 50? How long have we been in quarantine?
525,600 minutes. 525,000 days in quarantine. All right. I think a lot of people. Hey, people. Hi, Maya. How are things in your planet? Our planet is still crappy. Right? I want to move to Maya's planet now. I'm trying to share this on Facebook. Sorry.
Oh, okay. No, we're just getting a link out there. We're getting a little bit of a late start today. And I'm fine. What about you? Well, you know what? We just bought some mulch. I got 10 bags of mulch in the back, so we're going to be mulching. I actually have broccoli now in my garden. And the neighbor said there's a big mouse. So I'm assuming that's a rat. They said there was a mouse about this big.
Oh, it's a neighbor that said that?
Yeah, it might be the raccoon. They said they saw a big mouse. I think.
Your planet is good. That's good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so there's some mouse that's eating broccoli.
That's what the neighbor said. They said it was this big. So it's either the raccoon.
Maybe it's that groundhog thing.
Maybe it's a groundhog or there's a rat back there, which makes no sense with all the cats around here. It can't be a rat. Oh, that's good for you. It's a good look for you. I think it's a pretty color for you. I think it's nice
I don't
wine
do well
color.
with button downs in general. I mean, it's only down here, but
start revealing too much.
No, they just whatever fits here doesn't fit here. So.
I understand.
Yeah. Hey, Jane.
I understand.
How are things across the pond?
Yeah.
You have so many cats. Well, we have two.
Two inside.
Yeah, but the ones outside aren't really ours.
They're kind of useless too.
They're pointless.
Well, the problem is we feed them. So they hang around, they spread disease, but they don't do anything. They just watch the birds eat my flowers.
Why haven't they caught this mouse?
I know. I don't know that because they just lay there.
It's
They're
true.
kind of lazy.
They don't do anything.
Yeah. They don't do
They just launch
nothing.
around. They don't even look at the birds.
I got this big, I don't know if it's pumpkin. I think it's actually pumpkin. I might have watermelon too, but I got stuff that are growing from seeds. But
they should be watching the garden. They're not.
I know.
The that fake owl isn't even watching the garden.
The owl's a waste.
Stop feeding them. I can't do that. Then they won't let me out the door.
Mm-hmm. Why don't we just say, like, hey, the birds are your breakfast. Go help yourselves.
They're not. They're gonna stand at the door until I give them food.
Yeah, they have a guilt trip look.
Yeah, they'll stare at you down in your window.
Yeah.
For hours until you give them food.
Mm-hmm. The situation's getting better slowly. I'm still not sure about going to visit my parents. They will catch the huge rat.
They open up schools in England, right?
Oh, you're asking me, Jane.
Yeah, no, I'm asking Jane, but like nobody showed up, like 25%.
Oh yeah, and then they shut them back down, right?
Or they're saying maybe we're gonna just walk it back until September.
I think they shut them back down.
I don't know if they shut them down.
I'll trust Jane's opinion. Oh,
they were like, we're opening schools, and then I think like a lot of people just didn't send their kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that would have happened here if they had done that. I don't know how many people are actually going to go to camp, even though they're opening day camps.
You know what? I got 2 calls for summer shows yesterday, so I got really excited, and I emailed everybody in the world, and almost everybody got back to me and said, no, we're not having camp.
Right.
Or we're not allowed to have, or they're not set up for guests.
Yeah.
So I got really excited because one camp was like, we'll take you. We can't afford you. And then I said, well, how about at this rate?
Yeah, we gave him a discount.
I gave him a huge discount. He's going to take us. And I'm very excited. It's down by the Jersey Shore, so we should maybe try to go to the beach afterwards.
I don't want to go where all those people are.
Yeah, we'll see. It's a Thursday, so it might not be too busy if you go in the morning.
Tina, how are you?
Yay! And but I'm excited for my online camp, I guess, because of that. I think we're going to be really busy in my online camp.
So some kids are back at school in England, but not all ages, and they have sort of given up. Some back, some not, and it's up to the parents. I think we were thinking about opening the camp maybe late in the summer, but most of the kids' parents that we talked to were saying they just didn't feel comfortable. So
I'm going to do online.
Our online camp, and then
if
anyone wants to hire us to come perform at their camp, we'll do it outside,
right,
where the audience is distanced from us, and we won't bring any kids on stage. Hey, what's up, Valerie?
It's a warm, beautiful day. If they're not at the beach, I don't blame them. You know what I mean? If they are at the beach, I don't blame them. But it's a little scary still. I'm dying to go to the beach. It was so hot yesterday and today as well that I don't know if it's 90 or not, but it's
no. But remember what happened last time you went to the beach in June?
I got cold.
No, you were in the hospital.
That's true.
We don't need you going to the hospital.
Put the kids on big inflatable balls. Actually, a camp that I know has those is not running.
You can buy those.
You could. They're not cheap, though. The good ones are not cheap.
They're cheaper now.
Are they? I think the good ones are not cheap. They're really crappy.
You can still get the cheaper crap.
I don't think I fit in those.
No.
Still.
Yeah, they put them around you.
Good news, I started to lose weight again. I gained 30 pounds back from my low point. I'm down 4.5. So I'm feeling pretty good. Grilling my salmon again. And grilling some chicken and putting mango and pineapple on there and eating a lot of riced cauliflower. That's one of my secret diet items.
FOMO from people going to the beach. Yeah, I think there's I think actually where we swam last time, you picked up the bacteria. I think that's the only place to go where it's not going to be too crowded.
They did say they're not going to open up water parks this summer, I think.
Well, that makes sense. Those are journey even without the pandemic.
Did they ever open up the water park at the American Dream yet?
No, actually, the mall might not open at all now.
Ever?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's like in huge debt, and they haven't paid their real estate because right when they were about to open this mall, they kept getting delayed. American Dream Mall, right? Like not too far from us, like a couple miles away. They just kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed, and finally they were ready to. They opened, and then they started opening parts of the mall, and then this pandemic hit. There's a roller coaster inside the mall. There's a water park inside.
It's going to be the place to live when the zombie apocalypse happens. Yeah, that's going to be the place.
Go in there. There's going to be bunny fields.
Yeah,
I'm not kidding. Bunny fields.
Right now, dinner.
Yeah, they had like ski slopes. They built this huge complex that might not open at all.
It's been pouring for 3 days. Wow.
An indoor water park. Yeah.
I have to say it's been a nice mix of sun and rain because it's been hot, and just enough rain every couple of days that it is helping things grow nice, lush, and green. Like we're getting some good stuff. We planted a tree.
We have a dead bush.
So that's something. It might be too much rain or something like that. I wonder because I put like a little landscaping thing with some bricks.
Yeah, but that was a year ago.
Yeah, but maybe it's not overnight that it started to turn brown.
It seemed to die pretty quickly.
Like all of a sudden it got worse. But or there's a bug or there's something.
Yeah, there's a bug.
Yeah, might be a beetle.
There's a beetle.
And it's a big tree to take down. It's a big bush. Sometimes you gotta hack those bushes. I did buy some clippers.
Malls in Dubai, they have a
I'm thinking about shaving everything off.
and an aquarium. Oh, maybe that's what that Amazon box is.
Maybe.
There's an Amazon box, so we don't know what's in it yet. We're not touching it yet because we usually wait a little bit before we touch things.
Yeah, but it's not refrigeratable.
The big rat has a house under it.
Yeah, it's like the malls in Dubai, actually. It's huge. It's the people that made the Mall of America came in and rescued this project. And millions of dollars. And it's massive. It's huge. It's bigger than MetLife Stadium. It's right next to it. It's bigger than the stadium. And it's this huge dome. And we'll see.
I got excited when I saw the roller coaster.
I know.
And
well, if it's already built, somebody could come along and kind of save it at some point. Give Trump a project to fix.
You're right. Like, we need him anywhere.
Well, no, we do, because it'll keep him busy, so he has no time to tweet stupid things.
And he'll always have time for that.
Yeah.
It's 100 degrees there. So, what is this I'm hearing about? Like, ew, really?
Sorry.
Gross.
Sorry. Live TV, ladies and gentlemen.
It's disgusting. Yeah, you don't do that on live TV. It's gross. 19 states have a rise in coronavirus cases, and Arizona is really.
What?
You fart too?
No.
Yes, you did.
I didn't. I was just putting down.
I totally heard that.
I didn't fart.
You're lying. You're lying.
Do I ever deny when I fart?
Yes, you do.
Not really. Not on TV. Usually I'm proud. I go,
No,
yeah.
That's
not what happened. I'm not pushing anything.
Arizona has like already what they had during the peak for people. It was not me in hospitals. And like just yesterday, they lifted the stay-at-home orders for New Jersey. And people are still yelling at the governor that he's not opening fast enough when we open slower. And this is why, because 19 states have coronavirus cases rising.
And I think the problem with a lot of those states is Alabama is like maxing out their beds right now. Like they don't have the resources in these states. Like
that's the whole point.
New York and Jersey got hit hard, but we have resources too. We have Wall Street money, tourist money
too.
Yeah, there's a lot more money around here, and
as much as we could prepare.
Yeah, and we send money to these states, and they're not letting us take any of it back when we needed it. But we'll survive it. And everybody's like, "Oh, New York's done. New York's dead." We're gonna be fine. There's so much that goes on here.
Well,
this is the crossroads of the world.
Nobody knows what's gonna happen, but I just feel like we need to take things slow, and I'm kind of. With the way things are going, I don't know. We got hit really, really hard, and it finally got better. Our numbers finally dropped. And then the protests and the riots hit, and then, like, I think 2 weeks from now, we're probably going to see a spike from that, unfortunately. I don't see how that's not going to happen. As it is, the military, National Guard that they sent into D.C., all the different National Guards from different states, they're reporting that they didn't say how many, but they said they were getting infected, positive cases of COVID that were there. Yeah. Which probably means the police forces are going to get it too, because a lot of them didn't have masks on.
A lot of them are getting it.
It didn't say, the police?
Oh, I don't know about the police, but yeah, there's the National Guard, I guess.
That's what I just said. The National Guard that was sent to D.C., like all the different states that sent their National Guards to DC, they're testing positive. Long story short, wearing masks. The healthcare workers that are wearing masks are not getting sick as much as the people in the neighborhoods that are not wearing masks. Yeah, if everyone wears a mask, I think it reduces the rate of transmission. But the problem is not everyone is wearing it when they're not using it. They're not covering the whole bases. A lot of people are covering it with like halfway down. Yeah. Or just like let it dangle and they're walking around. Well, I'm wearing my vest. Like, no, it's dangling around your neck. You're not wearing it. So I don't know. So that's what's happening on that end. Whoa! Well, it's all the douchebags in the world are rebelling against, not being allowed to be a douchebag, basically.
And sometimes those douchebags murder people.
Those
Sometimes they just ridicule.
unmarked federal agents. Oh, so much just happened. This is why I couldn't do a show.
I think you farted.
I did not fart.
I smelled something.
Well, it's not. It's you probably.
I did not fart. I just took a shower.
Did we lose the chat? I haven't seen any new comments in a while.
No, it's about 100 degrees there.
Yeah, but that was like a while back.
Is it? Oh well, Did we lose the chat? No. There's Maya. Guess who farted, show? That's right. That's the show. And Mulder.
So
Scully.
we had these unmarked federal like people that said they were working for the Department of Justice. This is when things got like really crazy. Things got really crazy, and I was like, I can't do any talking online because I got so fed up with everything.
Oh, cool.
On what?
Oh, many restaurants are doing business by like setting up parking lots as outside dining.
Yeah, they're going to try to do that in phase 2, which we do next week, provided our numbers in Jersey continue to drop.
They close down some streets. Close down like McDougal Street. All those restaurants could have outdoor seating. Yeah. And it'd be like Europe. It'd be awesome. Big Little Italy during the summer.
Yeah.
Little Italy does that at night and the weekend, and they close down the streets and let all this extra parking.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, we had that happen, and now there's this fence outside the White House.
Mm-hmm.
That happened, and then this old guy gets pushed and falls and cracks his head open. Like I was just like,
really, he's Antifa.
Yeah, he's Antifa.
That's a lie.
I just can't believe
sneaky
all the
cat
stuff
farts
that's been happening. And sneaky cat farts are
your cat does fart.
She does.
Is she here?
That's the least of our worries right now. So there are just a lot of bad stuff happening, and I was seeing a lot of really just hostility online to
I haven't even noticed because I stopped watching news.
It was just like
I've had a good week because I stopped watching news.
No, people legitimately were peddling that conspiracy theory about the gentleman that got pushed, and it was like I was like, really? That's where Trump got it from.
Mm-hmm.
And then he ended up tweeting it, and I just get so frustrated. I'm frustrated with the world, disappointed with the way things are being just bad. And then everything surrounding George Floyd's death, and
you got some trivia today.
All the
some fun stuff.
Sad stuff in the world. Those conspiracy theorists say the blood was. That's what I understand. Like, how did he make fake blood come out of his ear? That's a really cool special effect.
Yeah, I don't think there's a device that could pack that much fluid.
No, and Andrew Cuomo said that.
And I will say,
the dude was bleeding out of his ear.
A lot of blood came out, and it looked. I don't want to say it looked fake, but it wow, a lot of blood came out, and the way it was pouring out.
That's what happens when you hit your head. The head bleeds a lot.
Right. But it's like I've never seen it like that. You've seen like the bleeding ear when somebody has, some brain damage or something like that. But it was such a pouring out of blood. It was such a gross test.
Just walking past somebody like
no.
That. I just couldn't believe what I saw.
I'm kind of glad they all resigned because I always thought like the two guys who did it were just bad cops, kind of, but not that kind of. They were bad cops, but they were under orders. Whoever yelled "hold formation." That person needs to be held responsible. The person that said, ignore the man bleeding. Because the two guys, I don't know how if they're rookies or not, but
old man.
Usually the guys on the front line are a bunch of rookies. You know what I mean? They're infantry.
You don't push an old man.
Well, no, my point is they're infantry. They're trained to be a wall in general. The Army trains infantry, and the infantry has to obey orders no matter what, and that's how they're trained.
Like the robot.
And so, yeah. They are the only way, and it's a phalanx. The only way a phalanx works is if every single person holds the line. As soon as one person falters, the line is gone.
So this phalanx kettling that they were doing.
Yeah, it's ancient Rome. Even Egypt used to be phalanx.
I heard a lot of reports. There was also, I think it was Saturday morning. I woke up. I read a whole thread of
or Greek, sorry,
a girl that had been arrested during the protests in California.
Mm-hmm.
She described something that was. Basically sexually assault. She was assaulted by an officer while in cuffs. She's also misgendered and And
is she trans? Or is it transition?
Well, her pronoun was she, them. So maybe she goes back and forth because she put she and them. But they called her it, like more than one officer called her it.
Right.
and touched her inappropriately for absolutely no reason. And she said she wasn't the only one that happened to.
Yeah.
And then they put them on a bus. Like, it was just like just the whole thread, the whole thing just shook me up so much that I was just too upset. I was just like not liking. And that wasn't the only one that I read like that. There were other things that happened. So not happening once he fell is just inhumane. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of.
That's the part that gets me. They gave him a push. I don't think they pushed him that hard, but he's tall, thin, and old, and he lost his footing and went down hard. I don't think he overacted the way Trump said. I do think, most people pushed the way he was pushed would have gotten their footing, but a man of 80, or older man.
He's 75.
He's 75, but he's very skinny and tall and lanky, and he didn't have a good sense of balance. You could tell, there are people that are 90 that have better senses of balance, right? But he was pushed off his center, and you're not in control of all your faculties. And he went down and hit his head, and who knows? And he was in intensive care for a few days. I mean, it was serious. It was very serious. And everyone's yelling, he's bleeding, let me help him. Then they're like, no, they won't even let anybody help him.
I know.
So not only were they not helping, they weren't letting anybody else help him. I think the initial push was bad.
The military was behind, and they showed up and helped.
Yeah, the initial push was bad, not helping him and making the guy not help him. The guy who pushed him actually wanted to help him. He like, oh shit, I fucked up.
I saw that, yeah.
And the guy said, no, hold the line.
Yeah.
And so the guy that realized he's trying to help, he should be. It's like the difference between first and second degree murder. I think he made a bad mistake. He was being overly aggressive, and I think it's more the fault of training. I don't think you should excuse away his culpability. But the guy who said no, hold the line, and told him this, that what you're doing is right. That guy needs to be fired. That guy needs to go. The other guy might be salvageable. Because again, a lot of these guys are young guys, and the problem they're having with all the defunding the police kind of talk is the way unions are. The young guys who are potentially malleable and can be turned to good still, or can be left good, kept good. They're going to be the ones that are fired. It's last in, first out. So the people that have been there forever, they're protected by the union. So unless you really go in there and just say no, your record, you got to go. You got to just pull the records that are up to have that many abuses. And, and I have cousins in the New York force. I hate to do anything that's disparaging, but, if nothing else, there's a reason why so many movies are so believable about New York City cops being dirty cops. You know what I mean? There's money involved. There's and the money that they get just from the overtime that they make, and then the amount of money they make from after 20 years in the force, and they get a pension that supports some bar somewhere most of the time or whatever, And again, nothing against cops. There are great cops out there. The police in and of themselves are not
an easy job
bad
for someone that's trying to do the right thing. And I imagine it's probably for someone that's actually doing their job correctly, it being a difficult time right now because
I think it's almost like being a priest.
Bad apples. It comes from leadership.
Yeah.
And it's a systemic problem, in my opinion.
Right.
That's just my opinion.
It's almost like being a priest. The organization.
You can't have bad apples in this organization.
Yeah, the organization. The cops have protected.
So you can't.
The bad ones in their circle. Right.
There's a Chris Rock.
The same way the priests have protected, child molesters. Oh, God, the way the Catholic Church has protected child molesters and not the victims. The New York cops, other cops have done the same with bad cops. It's on the same level, and.
Well,
maybe worse because cops have actually murdered people. There are people dead. I don't know which is worse, murder or child molestation. They're both. One, you have dead person. The other one,
pretty bad.
The child grows up to be totally fucked up. Yeah.
They're both pretty bad.
Yeah. Got some trivia or something fun to talk about?
Well, no, I just wanted to. They're making everyone look bad.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people are bad. That's the problem. But. Yeah, so as far as I'm concerned, I support the protesters. So we couldn't go out and support.
I support old men.
I support George Floyd and the Black Lives Matter movement. Mm-hmm. And if they want to call me Antifa for saying that, screw them.
Well, the problem is Antifa is not even a real thing. Antifa is something the
I mean,
alt-right calls all these organizations.
We're not going to go down this whole rabbit hole because we could be here all day.
Yeah.
But I was just saying my opinion. But it was just really bad to see what happened, and then the aftermath of what happened, and then the people that showed up to protest police brutality were being brutalized by the police, thus proving their point that there is police brutality. And then to see like this dude just get thrown on his head, I'm like, oh my god, like how bad can you be? You're just proving everyone's point. So that was my whole thing. I think what happened was, when we're at pharmacy. What happened was, I think a lot of people saw what was happening in addition to the protests. They saw a lot of mistreatment, and the whole world came out last weekend to support the movement, which was amazing because we had like people flooding every major city across the world. Hey, Maria. To see that support, like in Paris and London and Germany, Berlin. Oh my God, that was awesome. The massive crowds in Berlin. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is amazing. Because honestly, I mean, it's like, we're all humans. We shouldn't allow anyone to treat another human that way, or anyone to be killed because of their color of their skin. I thought we were past this ages ago. Well, we weren't. So, so I've just been in a depressed place about our country. And the old man thing, I was just on top of everything else, and on top of everything that was going on. I was like, after what happened over the weekend, I mean, everyone went out and just mass protests happened to the point where people just couldn't ignore it, I think. And I think it simmered things down a little bit because there was just such an overwhelming support. Don really appreciates
that's what I was doing this.
And I think it's a good start. But I don't want to go on too longer. About
you got anything fun to do, like trivia?
It's depressing, which is why I don't really want to talk. But man puts a cell phone charger through his penis, and it goes through urethra, and it got stuck in his bladder.
But yeah, great reception up there.
Put an X-ray, revealed the man had a 2-foot-long charging cable in his bladder. Inserted through his urethra.
What would you do with 24 inches?
I don't know, but it's not good. Why would you do that? I don't understand.
He's got way too much time on his hand. How do you get it in there?
He came to them after 5 days, and despite passing stool several times, the cable didn't come out.
Well, that's not how it works. The bladder doesn't go to your pooper.
I don't know. I'm sorry, I had to change the subject. Change it to that.
I feel that so much.
Yeah. So a naked Gulf Breeze man tasered after walking through a neighborhood carrying cooking oil. He was naked and carrying cooking oil.
Was it hot cooking oil?
He was walking completely naked through his area.
I can tell you, I've cooked bacon, in between moments, and it's something you don't want to do in the nude.
Yeah, he had cooking oil. I don't know what he's... Oh, there's a video. Sorry,
cooking
guys.
bacon.
Good thing we don't have our video up today.
Yeah, cooking bacon and cutting carrots.
Asteroids are coming in the next 24 hours. One already passed us, I think, right?
There are a lot of close calls, huh?
Yeah. So 3 space rocks. Yeah, 3 asteroids. So one already came by.
That's from a couple days ago, wasn't it?
No, one came by already. I think there's 2 more that are supposed to.
No, I saw an article about that last week. We talking about it last week?
I don't think we talked about it last week, but they're not gonna hit the Earth, but they're gonna come close. So we have 2 more coming by. I think one already came by. I think.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, because Maya predicted it before it happened.
The asteroids.
Yeah. She said, we're waiting for the asteroids to come, and then all of a sudden there was news that they were coming.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's good news. There's a chance that the supervolcano won't erupt.
Oh, there's a chance.
There's a chance.
That means there's a chance it will.
Right. But the chance is going down.
Oh, what made it go down?
So I'm assuming there's some scientific evidence.
No more picnic baskets?
So I think this is a sign that things are going to get better. Because...
False hope.
We've been thinking like disaster movie after disaster movie, and we had the murder hornets and the cicadas are coming, They should leave. They should not even come up. Be like, go back for another 16 years. This is not the right time.
Come on, Maya, predict something right now.
So, here we're not going to have to worry about the lava coming out because we have good news. So there's a warning. There's a good thing. So a new study published in Geology announced the Geological Society of America. They are the volcanoists from British Geological Survey and University of California, Santa Cruz. And the hot spot they're referring to is the spot underneath Yellowstone.
Oh, that's too easy.
What?
Maya she just said fart.
Well,
Chances are I will fart in the next half hour.
That's biochemical weapons.
That's not a fair guess.
So I guess the geologists have been able to evaluate and identify when these eruptions and plot to a timeline. So the timeline will allow them to look for the patterns. The patterns told them Yellowstone was originally overdue for a big one. So of course we didn't need a super volcano going up. Then they found like two more geysers. Yeah. So they found two other huge ones, small clusters of eruptions. What is this? It would have covered an area the size of New Jersey. Oh, great. Okay, so the good news is that the two super eruptions bring the total to 6 at the hotspot, and only 2 more eruptions have occurred in the past 3 million years. So I guess this reduces the chances. You haven't visited the park yet. Don't go now. So I guess it has something to do with calculating the frequency of it, and then these 2 other little ones maybe releasing,
Does that mean we're overdue, though?
Well, that's what they originally thought.
Yeah.
But yeah, the frequency average of the hotspot supervolcano that says is 1.5 billion years. So
billion? No, million.
No, million, yeah. So the last one was 630,000 years ago.
Oh, so we're only halfway
there. The next
one
in course is like 9 million years.
What about our kids?
9 million years.
Because they're working on medicine that makes everybody live longer. Like it could be bad for our grandkids.
So it's good news. We're good. We need to go. We need to go visit. Okay, that's on my list. I have not gone either, so I will go with you.
Come on, David. Do a concert in Yellowstone, and we'll get a picnic basket. Yogi. Hey, babu.
So yeah, more naked people. A Florida man has stripped down and walked around.
I'm convinced it's the same guy every time. He gets one guy who's all like every Florida man is the same guy.
He stripped at a flea market. He stole a car. He broke into some home. He ripped out a mailbox and he kissed an old lady. That's a lot.
Well, it's all he did it for love.
It's a lot. How did you do that?
Today, goodbye.
No, David, you don't want to go to the volcano, Maya.
He's too hot.
There was a Florida woman. She dressed as a turkey once, and now she was walking around naked and got arrested. So, in addition to these, so after the Buffalo incident, because all those Buffalo task force guys resigned, there was a Florida police group. It was like Brevard County, Florida.
Brevard, that's the bad one.
Yeah.
They're always messing up.
He offered to recruit police involved in recent violent incidents that were suspended. So he posted to Facebook saying they were recruiting anyone. So they want the bad guys. They want the guys that are going to knock over your grandpa. Stop calling me Walmart pharmacy.
They're trying to sell their drugs. I was wondering the other day, how are the drug dealers doing right now? It's hard. At least, you got your usuals. They're probably doing more drugs than normal because they got too much time in their hands. But like recruiting the new kids, recruiting the new customers.
They're probably wearing the masks.
Well, I mean, but people just aren't out as much. Like they're at, the schools are major recruiting.
They'll show me your home.
Possibly, but I'm saying they usually do a lot of recruiting at schools. They're turning kids into gang members and dealers and whatnot. And I wonder if this has been good, for like bringing down new recruits and like new kids learning how to smoke. Like
it's very dark.
But I think it's an upside of COVID.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to stop them. They have drug smugglers trying to smuggle over the the Italian border. I don't know why I was thinking Canada because you're not on this continent. Well, I'm sure they're still dealing with it. At some point, ISIS had put out a message alerting their people that there was
SSS has a wide reach.
No, they wanted to alert people that there was a danger in COVID.
Oh, okay.
So you want to do a trivia?
Let's do some trivia. Let's do something fun.
We're talking about weird stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to talk anymore. It's too depressing.
Okay, so I picked this is a weird one. It can you tell whether it's a poisonous plant or an indie band? I thought it was funny.
Let's do it. Lay it on me.
Okay, you guys ready?
Okay.
All right.
Is this a poisonous plant or
an indie band?
You make the call.
All right. Wye oak. WYE oak. Is it an indie band or a poisonous plant? Wye oak.
You need like the music. Maya says a band. I was thinking a band too.
Indie band.
Why?
Yes. That's correct.
Hey! It's a band.
All right. Broken bells. I first thought it said broken balls.
Broken bells.
Broken bells.
That's a band?
Is that an indie band or is that a poisonous plant? Broken bells. Band.
Broken bells. It sounds like a band.
If you need a band name, this is a great way to come up with a band name.
Well, these are the ones that are taken, though.
All right. Well, no, not all of them. Some of these
so the plants that are not taken.
Yeah.
The ones that are not.
Band.
The ones that are plants.
Everyone says broken bells is a band. Let's see if that's true. Correct.
Yeah.
That's a band. All right. Wild nothing. Wild nothing. Is that a poisonous plant or is that an indie band?
That sounds like a band.
Wild nothing. That's a cool band name.
Yeah. We're wild. What do you want to do? Nothing.
Y'all are saying band. They can't all be bands, right? This one's a band too. Why aren't any of them plants? Blood red shoes. A poisonous plant or an indie band?
I think that's like the band that did the cover for the Red Shoe Diaries. Yeah.
Blood red shoes.
That was a sequel to this Red Shoe Diaries.
I put red shoes up here. It looks like Red Shoe Diaries. Don says that's a plant. Blood red shoes. I think Don might know.
Tina says band. Hot plant, Maya says.
Maya says plant. All right, we're going to put in plant.
Plant?
We put in band. No.
Oh, it's a band.
These are all band. Thriving ivory.
Well, that's got to be like a jazz pianist.
No, that sounds like a plant. Thriving ivory.
Oh, that'd be thriving ebony and ivory.
I'm thinking ivy.
A rubber plant?
Thriving Robert plant?
A Robert plant. Models wear a face and you're addicted to love.
Thriving ivory.
I could have been one of those girls. I'm doing the dance. Thriving. What is it? Thriving. What does it say?
Thriving ivory.
Thriving ivory.
Indie band or plant?
We're getting a bunch of plants.
Where are the plants?
Let's say a plant.
Let's say it's a poisonous. No.
It's still another band. I don't think there's any plants in here.
Okay. Lily of the Valley.
That's a plant.
That's no.
But is that a poisonous plant?
Lily of the Valley.
That's a plant. That's also, the girl that everyone said hooked up with Tommy.
Fake trivia. Fake news trivia.
Yeah. That's got to be a plant.
Poisonous plant. You're right.
Hey!
We finally have a plant. Lily of the Valley is a plant, not a band. But if you need a band name, you have one now. Lily of the Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Plant only the flowers that are poisonous.
Yum.
Yeah, whatever ate my bush.
That's only wrong after you laugh that way. Hey, honey, I'm going to go grab my weed whacker. Time to hedge.
Shoot. Damn it.
Brazilian, anyone? about your fun bags?
My stomach, no.
Oh.
My stomach hurts.
It's getting hot in here.
Devil's berries.
Devil's
Devil's
berries?
berries.
They're at the end of the twigs.
My stomach hurts.
Devil's berries. I think that's a plant.
Berries.
I think that's a plant.
Hey, Cheryl.
Dang it. I always keep forgetting about this. You and me both.
Devil's berries. Is it an indie band or a poisonous book?
That's right, Cheryl. You're here just in time for everybody's favorite American game, indie band or poisonous plant.
Hey, I wonder if one ate my bush.
Yep. Somebody.
What ate my bush? Today, what ate my bush? You guess what ate my bush? Because something has killed it.
Was it a beaver? I could do this all day.
I'm really not.
Volume's up.
I'm gonna play.
Please.
No, you'll just like.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
That's my playing.
I'm saying it's a plant.
Devil's berry is a plant.
Yeah.
It's a poisonous plant, not just a regular plant.
Those are poisonous.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
It is a plant.
Dingleberry is a band.
Is it?
You know, we're doing a show Saturday, and we had that Foursquare game. Boy, they really want to save some drugs. We're doing that Foursquare game. We had a audience volunteer, and one of the things was.
Okay, the thing where you go back.
Oh, no, this is good. This is good.
You had to be there.
No, this is good. The suggestion was dingleberries, but Andrea from Mexico did not know what dingleberries were, so she did the entire scene and realized that she had no idea what they were.
Okay,
and
my eyes are all watery now. Oh, hey, Lacey.
It's a bush.
You came in just the wrong time. You're scratching your bush.
Don't get lost in the thicket.
Oh, hey, Michelle. You came just in time for dingleberries. There's a bleeding heart. Is this an indie band? Is this an indie band or a poisonous plant?
That's a band.
Bleeding heart. That sounds like a bland.
It's a liberal.
A bland. What band? Yeah, now that you're good. You missed all the depressing talk.
Oh, yeah. Michelle always gets there in time for
Police
dingleberries.
brutality.
Yeah.
You missed all the sad stuff.
You ever get dingleberries in your toes?
What do we think? It's a plant? You guys all think it's a plant. A poisonous plant.
Poisonous plant.
Bleeding heart is correct. It's a poisonous plant. They had all the bands at first.
Yep.
Cows and bulls. Cows and bulls.
That's got to be a band.
That can't be a plant. A poisonous plant.
Yeah, Poison is a band.
They should have had Poison.
But that's a band, yeah.
There's also the song Poison.
Yeah.
So y'all think it's a band. I think it's an indie band. Wrong!
It was a flower?
Cows and Bulls is a flower.
Wow.
Oh, this one kind of is like cute for us. It's a cute picture. It's called Foxglove. Foxglove.
Oh.
That's Mulder's band.
Foxglove.
Foxglove. That sounds like a band.
That sounds like a band.
What do you guys think? Cute little picture.
Oh, we're getting plants. We get bands, band, plant.
Band, plant, band, plant.
Tiebreaker, anyone? Give us a tiebreaker. Plant. We got more plants than bands.
All right, you guys really think it's a plant?
The foxglove. Yay!
It is a plant. It's a poisonous plant. Don't eat
Very
any
poisonous. Don't eat the fox's glove.
The Dandy Warhols. That's a band.
What dandy?
Who would name
Dandy Andy.
a poisonous plant a Dandy Warhol?
Yes, I used to be an Andy Warhol, and then I became quite dandy.
Isn't that what what they use in Eve people?
Dandy Warhols?
Do foxgloves, they not grow in the States? I've never, no, I didn't know about the foxgloves.
Is that a common flower in England?
Foxglove, yeah, I've never seen that. I never heard of that.
Michelle's seen them, apparently. The Dandy Warhols.
I'm going to say it's a band.
I have a picture of, is that a Campbell's soup can? Like an Andy Warhol?
Yeah.
That's like Andy Warhol? Yeah. Well, he was an artist.
Well, they're taking photos of art. Hanging on the wall. But it's definitely a photographer, though.
Oh, that's a photographer. Yeah.
There's a picture of a photographer.
He's taking a picture of Andy Warhol paintings.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what it looks like. Oh, and Eve. Oh, in that episode, they used foxgloves. Oh, the Eves used. Wow, there's a piece of X-Files
Nice
trivia
purple
for you
flowers. There. Okay. Interesting. So, any feedback on the Dandy Warhol?
You've seen the Dandy Warhols? You really have seen them?
Who said that?
Michelle. Don says we have them.
Oh, so we have Dandy Warhols. We have foxgloves.
Dandy Warhols.
Oh, I'm confused now. I think so. Michelle's she's seen a Dandy Warhol.
Maybe that's what we need to plant, so that whatever is eating your broccoli can eat those instead. That big mouse.
So we're saying this is a poisonous plant?
We're saying the indie band is Dandy Warhol.
No, I think we said it was a poisonous plant.
No!
It's a band.
It's a band. The Dandy Warhol.
Oh, Michelle, you've seen the band.
Michelle's seen the band. Yeah.
Oh, we said I've seen them. I thought you meant...
They are a band. Angels Trumpets. Is that an indie band?
That's a plant.
Or plant?
I'm familiar. That's an actual plant, I'm pretty sure.
Flow Glove?
Glove.
You mean Foxglove? Flow Glove?
Angels Trumpets. That's a flower. I know that. I can recognize that flower.
It's a poisonous flower.
Yeah. Speaking of angels, trumpets don't break.
No. We're not.
No? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a poisonous plant.
Are you gonna blow it or not?
I won't blow it. I'll give you fair warning.
What are you doing?
You have to warm it up so it
Yeah, but I don't want. If you're gonna do that, it's gonna hurt my ears.
All right. You hold yours, right?
Okay.
Okay.
So they heard that 3 houses down.
They did.
So Angel's Trumpet's a plant. We're putting that down as a plant.
Hey, it's a flower.
Tiger's Jaw. It's a picture of a tiger. That sounds like a plant. Is that a plant or an indies band? An indie band. Indie band. Tiger's Jaw. It sounds like a plant.
I'm on the fence on this one.
This is a very weird quiz.
No, I like it. It's kind of cool, though.
Pretty funny.
Yeah. It's a plant. Maya says plant.
Michelle says plant.
Tiger's Jaw. Are they still on? See, I don't know. Are they still on? Okay, we got at least 2, 3.
3 plants. All right, poisonous.
All right, poisonous plant. No, it's a band. Like
Tiger's Jaw's an indie band.
Knew it.
We only got 9 correct answers out of 13.
That's not bad, all things considered. Considering we don't know a lot of bands, we don't know a lot of flowers. Collectively, we did pretty good.
Tiger's Blood. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
the Tiger
yeah.
Blood. That was Charlie Sheen.
Oh my goodness.
Tiger's Blood.
Tiger's Wood.
Tiger's Blood. Tiger Blood.
Gotta get Tiger's Wood out of that bush.
So there's actually a snow cone flavor called Tiger's Blood?
Really? Oh, it's like a blood orange? Yum. What's up, Lacey? Yay. We could have used you earlier, Michelle. You know your bands.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow. So you're like a high fidelity.
I love indie bands. Or smaller bands.
Any good bands doing like live shows online? I need more live music.
Nobody
I think.
is doing anything. Well, you
More
gotta
live
learn
music.
your Beetlejuice.
I don't know if that's right for me.
Yeah, I think it is.
That's hard. I'm not motivated.
I want to learn it.
I do want to learn some more modern stuff.
I love it.
So maybe going back to Barbara Seville is not going forward.
Oh, the Beetlejuice stuff is fun. I'm
I'm
like, what are you learning? And then he starts singing in Italian. I'm like, oh, no, don't start, don't. Turn off. Monkey's Blood and Strawberry Syrup get an account with bands. And that's one of mine. Like, oh, that's cool. Well, stop. That's the most annoying thing in the world. Noah Reed, check him out. Similar music to David. Oh, okay. That might make us upset, because then we might miss David's music. The You're like, oh. I don't know if he has a style though.
David?
He has a style, but it's
he's in the style of David.
Yeah, because it changed. Second album completely changed. Like
he rocked out a little more.
Yeah.
I think the kids had some influence.
There's another quiz if you want. We have time for it.
I think we have time for it. 10 minutes.
So these are urban legends.
Which is true? Which is an urban legend?
Yeah, we did some of these before. I don't know if we're gonna get the same ones. Okay, the legends of thugs driving around killing anyone who flashes their headlights at them is based on actual gang initiation. Wow, we went into this pretty hardcore. True or false? I think that's true.
It is true.
Okay. You wish you would remember to join earlier. I know, Cheryl, we missed you. All right. So, no, it's not true. That's a hoax. It's a hoax. Oh, it's a hoax.
Fake news.
Fake news, it's a hoax. It's been circulating since the 80s, but there's no evidence that this has ever happened in relation to the gang activity. But he will say that if you go around flashing your lights, you're Antifa.
Or racist.
No. All right. The legend, the legend of Cropsey, a Staten Island-based boogeyman. The disemboweled children who wander into the woods was inspired by an actual person. I think this is true because I heard this story when I was a kid. My brother used it to scare me. And he said it happened not here, it happened near our house.
Well, it's like Jason, like every lake was Crystal Lake if you went to like sleepaway camp.
Cheryl wants to know we're welcoming anyone who wants to join us because we're going to do a Zoom watch of Black Panther on Saturday.
Sweet.
Cool. I think we're going to do another stream on Saturday if you're awake enough. And we're just going to do Saturdays, either Saturdays or Sundays, one or the other, depending on him. Because during the week, a lot of people are working and stuff. So.
Well, you did one on your own last Saturday, right?
No, there was one I did a couple weeks ago. We did just like we watched all those X-Files bloopers.
Oh yeah.
That was fun.
You could do your commentary on videos, like you pull up your software.
I could do that. So true. I think this is true too because I've heard this.
That's true.
So a former mental institution. I've read this. A former mental institution employee named Andre Rand was convicted of kidnapping 2 children, almost found dead.
Anne's dead.
And the other was never found. It was these crimes that reportedly inspired Cropsey's legend.
I'm about to get really busy. I might not be able to do these in the summer. I'm about to get really busy with summer camp.
Yeah, do.
I'm adding classes. There's a lot of demand.
You may have heard.
Good problem to have, but yeah.
You may have heard that earwigs can enter your ear and burrow into your brain. Oh, those are those little bugs.
I don't like earwigs.
Pinchers at the end.
Yeah, ever since Star Trek 2.
So it's rare, but it does happen that they go into your ear and burrow into your brain. This is true or false? What is work? True, they can go into your brain? No, they can go into your ear.
True.
Please don't tell me that. Those things are horrifying. This better not be true. No, it's not true. Yes, thank goodness. It's false. This one, fortunately, is just a myth. Can you imagine? Oh my God, the thought of that is no.
Can I imagine? Did you see my reaction as soon as you showed me an earwig?
I don't like those. I didn't know that's what they were called.
Have you not seen Wrath of Khan? Khan!
So the concept of a killer who bursts through a medicine cabinet, as in like Candyman base, is based on real events.
False.
Yeah?
Like in a supernatural way, or like in a Jack coming through the door with an axe?
Like maybe a real killer came through a medicine cabinet?
Like from the other room? Please, not true.
All right, you ready? No, it's false. Oh, no, it's true!
I am never looking in the mirror again.
A woman was murdered in 1987 when killers entered adjoining apartments and broke into her bathroom by climbing through a medicine cabinet. Oh, God. Watch your medic. Keep a lock on it, man. Okay, so the Maine hermit, a man who lived in the woods for decades.
Like the state of Maine?
Yeah.
Not like the primary.
No, capital Maine.
M-A-I-N-E.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A man who lived in the woods for decades and stalked campers, waiting for the right moment to snatch their belongings, was a real person.
Wait, say this again?
He was called the Maine Hermit. It sounds like Jacob Cropsey, but
Yeah.
a man who lived in the woods for decades and stalked campers, waiting for the right moment to snatch their belongings. Wait, he didn't kill him. He just took their stuff. That was a real person. I mean, people can do that now.
I'm going to say true
Bears
because
do that.
Maine's got some crazy people up there.
True.
Yeah, that's
true. Yeah, Christopher Knight lived alone in the woods for 27 years and committed about 40 robberies.
He was the writer.
A year on average.
The Night Rider.
Okay. All right. The Bloody Mary mirror game is based on Queen Mary, one, who bathed in the blood of virgins to stay youthful. Not the boat, Queen Mary.
That's Queen Mary too.
Queen Mary.
I think there was a Queen Mary one. Queen Mary, not Mary Queen of Scots.
The kid from the Brady Bunch?
Jane says false. Yeah, I never heard of anything.
The kid from the Brady Bunch was the main guy.
Greg?
False.
Peter? Paul and Mary?
False.
Yeah.
It's true. There's a common myth Mary was a real queen, but she didn't bathe in blood. Who would do that? You're not going to be very clean.
Well, what's her name? That like one of the vampire.
What are the other? What are the old like torturer?
Elizabeth something?
No, I want to say she was like Hungarian.
Yeah, no, Elizabeth.
Yeah, she was Hungarian. She did something. She had like servants, and she like bathed in their blood or something. She killed like 40 servants or something like that.
She was crazy.
Okay, so the legend of alligators living in New York City sewers might seem preposterous, but a sewer gator has been spotted before.
True.
This is true. It didn't come.
They're just not giant.
It didn't migrate.
Chased by Steve McQueen.
It wasn't actually migrating from what? Shake noise.
Hey, Jake.
Pack Sabbath is just stuffed with blue line pie today, and they're not going to have to take that. Okay.
Good to know. We responded.
I think the gators they're there before we say yes. I think they were pets. They got
flushed.
They just escaped. Yeah. So there's one incident from 1935, but it happened. It's believed the gator fell off a passing ship and swam to the sewer hole. Oh,
so they weren't flushed down the toilet?
No, they fell out. Someone brought them in a ship. Why do you have gators on your ship? What is that?
Out of the ship.
In 1935, that was a big thing. We brought gators overseas. All right. One Pennsylvania legend says a faceless boogeyman called Charlie No Face walks the highway at night, but the legend is based on a real person who was injured in an electrical accident.
True.
Charlie No Face?
I've heard of Charlie No Face.
See, I haven't.
Well, it doesn't mean just because I heard of Charlie No Face doesn't mean it was based on a true story.
Relent, the X-Files episode with the blood and organs. Oh, yeah. Why is that doing that?
What's doing what? The circle?
He says it's true. Maya says false. I don't know, but I'm sitting on a sewer cover.
By choice?
False. That's true.
That's a me.
Charlie No Face. So what are we going to say? True?
They're saying true? They're saying false. Oh, it's true.
It's true. Ray Robinson's face was disfigured by an accident in 1918. He walked the streets at night to avoid drawing attention. Aww.
He missed the island.
Phantom of the Opera.
Like the Swiss Family Robbins.
There's a picture of a scary clown.
See once again with me.
The backdrop of a scene in The Wizard of Oz shows an actor who had hung. Oh yeah, this is true. Who had hung
true
himself.
Story.
This
true
is
story.
true.
Yep.
There was an actor that did hang himself. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's really sad, but that's true. I'm pretty sure.
That's true.
What do we say? Studio Ghibli No Face. Oh, you knew that story, Michelle, growing up? I never heard of Charlie. Oh no, they're saying it's false. What you see moving in the background is an exotic bird. I thought someone did commit suicide though, but maybe that wasn't him. I don't know, but in Teen Wolf, the movie, at the very end, when Scott and Boof are kissing, there's a guy that takes a junk out, like an extra in the background, and you can see it. when everyone's celebrating after the big game, and there's an extra. It's just like, whoop.
I'll show you a
You
Team
can
Wolf.
see it. It's like
Wolf.
right before the credits start coming up. Yeah.
One more.
Okay, the corpse outlaw Elmer McGurdy. Oh, the clown.
The corpse?
The corpse of outlaw. They call him the corpse of outlaw. Well, it's the outlaw's corpse. It's Elmer's corpse, okay? Who died in 1911. Was
the
mistaken.
corpse of the outlaw.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
James
I have a hard
McGurdy?
time comprehending that. I'm not with it today.
What's his name?
Elmer McGurdy.
Elmer, the brother, yeah.
Yeah. He died in 1911, but was mistaken for a prop and displayed in a funhouse in Long Beach. In Long Beach, California, or Long Beach here? I'm assuming that's California.
In Long Beach here, I don't think had like a Coney Island thing.
No, but they've always had a beach, though.
But Long Beach there has like a Coney Island aspect to it, I think.
Yeah, that's true. That's where the other, the Queen Mary 2 is, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't trust myself.
I was talking about, because we went there and we were going to go on it, but it was like really expensive. We're going to go do a little tour, right?
Charlie No Face. I was talking about Charlie No Face.
True. The corpse?
The corpse? What do you think? Jane, you think that's true?
That's really creepy.
So they displayed the corpse thinking it was a prop?
I want to do a separate video about all of these creepy
I want to
urban
say
legends.
false. I want to say false. And then I have to go because my butt hurts.
False? We're going to say his...
I think it's false.
You're right. No, it's true.
It was true?
His embalmed corpse was strung up inside the funhouse. The error was discovered in the 1970s when his arm popped off, revealing a bone. I heard that.
That's the bone
We only
breaking.
get half of those right. That's awful. That is a horror.
We failed. We have to go back to urban trivia.
Did they not smell? Even if it's embalmed?
I think I smell it now.
Yeah.
I need to go out because this is really bad being stuck in this corner.
Okay.
I can't stand.
So
Guys, have a great day.
Saturday or a cheap prop.
Maya predicted it right.
Thank you, Maya. You prompted the apocalypse.
Cheap. That was absolutely free. Unless they got fined. I wonder, is there a fine for using dead body as a decoration?
That was for a long time, though.
The fart lingering?
No, he died. When did he die?
Well, how long? When did they discover it?
1970s.
And he died way before then?
I think.
Oh, that was in the 70s?
Mhm.
Lordy. All right, guys. Have a great day. Thank you to everybody. Thank you. We have a show tomorrow at 8 o'clock, improv comedy. 8 o'clock tonight, improv comedy class.
Actually, not that bad.
Oh, see, I got a rosy fart this time.
You got tiger. What was it called?
Rosy.
Tiger's neck?
Tiger's blood?
No, tiger neck. What was that?
What's
Tiger jaw.
Tiger jaw. Oh.
The poisonous plant. All right, guys. Take care.
Awesome.
Oh, that smiley face. Oh, cool piece.
We'll see you Saturday.
See you Saturday.
Swear.
Bye.
Bye-bye.